Hey everyone, want to do a demo. It's been a while. Okay, here we got a 1978 Tandberg TD20A. It's the Actilinear recorder. I have some awesome copyright-free protected music from YouTube, which we're going to use to demo. Alright, so here's what we're doing. That's going onto the tape. This is coming, that's coming off of the tape. Testing 1, 2. Left channel. Testing 1, 2. Right channel. Testing 1, 2, 3. Check. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's listen to what we did. This has one-touch buttons, by the way. Went too far. All right, this is what we just recorded. Testing 1, 2. Left channel. Testing 1, 2. Right channel. Testing 1, 2, 3. Check. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, you guys had enough of this music? Let's do some rewind, some fast forward, some braking. Like I said, it's one touch, hit fast forward. We could hit play. I don't know where we're going to end up. Back to the monkeys. So this deck has been, I went ahead and went through this. All the mechanics have been re-lubed. You know, the fourth motor up there was pretty gummed up. It wouldn't run at all. Even the reel motors wouldn't even turn. So it's got new bearings, 2 bearings each for the reel motors, and everything up here that's behind this plate that runs the pinch roller and the main control for everything has been taken apart and cleaned up of old grease and re-lubricated. All the pots in these toggle switches have been cleaned with Deoxit. I used Deoxit D5. And then let it dry, and then use Fader Lube by Deoxit also. It turned out pretty good. It sounds real nice, as you could hear. And of course, this has the bias controls, but this thing, no one ever, they've got a little film over them, so you have to puncture it when you first turn them, and it's never been used. So I did go through there and set all the levels. I set the speed. It's 3 3/4. And 7.5 inches per second, and it is a 4-track deck. The one thing about this deck are the reel tables. The original reel tables were broken. It's like what happens with all these. Not all of them, but they fall forward and these the spindles will snap off. And that's what happened to this thing. So what I did, they're kind of hard to find, and they're not cheap when you do, but these are off of an Akai GX-635D. You know, it's a pretty high-end deck, consumer model. But the nice thing about these is they are made out of aluminum. So I machined these things flat. I had to make them thinner, and as well as the original spindle from the Tandberg that fit on the motor shaft, I ground that down very evenly, and I actually put a lot of time into this. And then these have machine screw holes that the brake drum originally screws to. So I used that and bolted it to the plastic part of the Tandberg, and it turned out very nice. So if you want to look back at the video again, look at the reels. They're not all wobbly. They're not all doing this. They are a little bent. I'll give you that. But these things turned out real nice for what it is. The only thing I couldn't find another one of real quickly is the very tip of this left-hand one has got a broken spot on it. Doesn't affect it at all, but it is what it is. The heads are good on this thing. It's got the ferrite heads. The case is original color. It's in pretty good shape. It does have some bare scratches on it on the back. Thing records real nice. Again, it's been fully serviced. And I'll throw in these nab adapters. They're kind of very similar to the ones off of a Revox, but they are actually I think they're some guy over in Turkey or somewhere was making these things and doing a very good job. These things turn out real nice. They're blue, if you're into that. But I'll include these with the deck. No reels will come with it. I'm running out of those, so I'm going to have to start keeping them. But that's the deal. That's about all I've got on this. I do have a bunch of other stuff in the works here. A Sony TC766 and a B77. The B77 is a half track, you know, a 2-track, and that is a 4-track and a 2-track. The Sony. And there's just all kinds of things I've been busy with. Anyways, thanks for looking. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them. I understand that not everyone likes this kind of music. This is the music I have to use, so bear with me. I'm trying. If you got any suggestions, hey, I'm all ears, man. But I can't put the music I used to put on these things because I get strikes and they'll just shut my channel down. So, it is what it is. Again, thanks for looking. Talk to you guys later.